Welcome back to the channel, and today I'm gonna try to build a giant version of this tiny little gimbal jet. Now the gimbal jet has the unique feature of only thrusting in the upwards direction no matter what orientation your vehicle is. You can see that that dome-shaped thing kind of keeps its orientation. Now, this idea actually comes from my Discord suggestions. Penteract suggested a gimbal jet without gimbals. Now, I don't know if they meant a gimbal jet without, like, using gimbal jets, because I think the gimbal word is, like, the term for how it stays oriented, which, by its nature, if we build a gimbal jet without the gimbal jets, it's gonna have to gimbal. Now, the word gimbal sounds weird to me. Okay, yeah, no matter what we do, it's gonna have a gimbal in it, because by definition, a gimbal keeps something horizontal on a moving vessel or aircraft. So I think it's impossible to have a gimbal-less gimbal jet, but we can have a gimbal jet-less gimbal jet in the context of Trailmakers, which is what I'm gonna go for. I don't even think you need logic for this. Like, I don't think it's that hard engineering-wise to build what I'm about to build, but I think it's gonna be cool to see, like, something that is probably more than 10 times bigger than this, serving a similar function. Now, what's annoying is how circular and spherical this thing is shaped. I don't necessarily want to have to do that, but at least for this part, you know, I just realized there's no attachments. There's no actual attachments from the center to the outer ring. We're gonna need attachments. The way I want to do it is with, instead of using gimbal jets, we are going to just use a standard space thruster, and we're just gonna line the bottom of it with space thrusters, so these are gonna be like the source of thrust. But obviously, we're gonna need to keep them oriented towards the ground, which I think the perfect way to do that is gonna be these gyro stabilizers. Then we just need to set it up on a bearing system. So first things first, let's make our ring. So we'll use these blocks as our base template here. And I decided let's make it 20 times bigger. So the original block is in a 2x2. So let's treat this as one unit. And I'm gonna make a circle that is 20 units in diameter. So I actually brought up a pixel generator so I can actually like do this the right way. And these, funnily enough, same color. These are gonna represent my pixels. All right, so we're starting with 6 on the flat edge. So I guess if this is our center point, we're going 1, 2, 3. And then another set of 3. And then another set of 3. And then a set of 2. And then off of this, we're going 2, 3, and another set of 3, and then another set of 3. And now we've completed, without these 3, this is a quarter of a circle. So I should just be able to do this, rotate, attach. Whoops, I missed. Yeah, that's gonna work, but I want to smooth this out first using wedge blocks. So I think if I do, this is gonna be kind of heavy, but we're gonna have plenty of thrust. So this should smooth this out. That's gonna look too, I feel like this isn't gonna look very round. This pixel generator will lie to me, because then if I do the equivalent here, that is not very round. I mean, I guess it's not round. I think I can do this part better is the thing. I think I might need to delete that and have this go in here somewhere. See, now the pixel generator doesn't tell me how to smoothen out my pixels. Maybe 20 times was a bad idea. No, that's not gonna look right. Okay, I think I built 1/8 of it now. So we're gonna do this, that, how does this go? Like that and like that. This is a lot more complicated for just the structure than I was expecting. That looks way rounder though. All right, now to fill it in. Okay, this is looking a lot rounder. Now we should be able to do this in quarters and then half. And look at that, mostly circular. It kind of like comes at a point here, but it's a lot better than what it was. Oh, you know what this actually needs is to be consistent with that point. Yeah, it does need that. All right, 20 times is... Oh, no, we don't want that, actually. Actually, we... No, this is fine. The inside is the problem right now because we need a flat spot to attach to, so we're going to have to do this. And then we are going to need this. Now, hold on. I'm going to save this real quick. I'm just realizing this gimbal jet might not make sense. Like, if to keep to the form of the original gimbal jet, it might work in a way that doesn't match to reality. If I put it here. Oh, no. Oh, this just stopped making sense. This is a multi-axis gimbal. Like it goes on all axes, but there's only a single ring, and that doesn't make sense because you're gonna need 2 rings if you want it to be able to go on both axes. It's easy to do it in one direction, but to include the other direction, I'm gonna need another ring, and then there's one ring that's gonna go around another ring. Yeah, this doesn't make any. This is some futuristic technology here, apparently. Making a dome, I think I don't have enough complexity at this size. I think I went a little overboard. Yeah, kind of funnily enough, simplifying these things down to just a flat edge makes it make more sense. So what I would need to do then is build another inner ring that's attached to these. So you would have like this as an attachment point. And honestly, I don't even think... Yeah, that's gonna ruin it right there, I think. To keep it like nice and close. We might have to do like a full... So then what's the diameter here? 3, 4, 15, 16, 17. 17... minus 2, so it'd be 15, because these are just gonna be like attachment points. So for 15, we'd have 1, 2. Then we go this way and have another 2. 1, and then we'd be at the center of this side. So this would be another ring. So now I'd have to figure out how to make this more of a circle again. That looks plenty good enough. Probably actually modify this to be 4 long. Yeah, oh, that definitely circles it up a bit. Okay, so now this can get duplicated right here. Oh, I missed 1 block, of course. All right, duplicate there and right there. Okay, it does look like it gets a little bit thicker around here. I don't know how to... I think that's fine. So now this inner ring has more gimbals, or more servos. And then this is where we're gonna build the actual thrust portion. But, what do I do about... I mean, it's fine. It's fine that we have the 2 rings. So these are all going to be 0 strength. All right, so now we need our dome. This is where I need to simplify things as much as possible. Oh, we also need another circle. We need a smaller circle again. Okay, what's the diameter of this circle now? 1, 2, 3, 10, 11, 12. All right, now we need a 12 by 12 circle. So this one doesn't center quite the same way. We buffer it by 1. We are now an 11 by 11, in which case we do have a center point. All right, so that would be our inner circle. Let's see. Now we got a circle. Make this more of a circle. Yeah, interesting using a circle generator when you have the option to use wedges. A lot of missing information on how to make these better looking circles. I didn't realize this video was going to be more of a circle building challenge than anything else. All right, now if we copy this, we are at 344 blocks. We're about half complexity now. Oh, I didn't have to do... So the inner sides of the circle I don't actually have to do for this one because I'm filling it in. So we can get rid of all of those wedges. Now we can at least simplify this by using bigger pieces here. All right, I've filled it in. 377 complexity. So now, actually, we want this attachment here. These are gonna be our stabilizers because we need to keep our thrust portion, which is the center circle, This has to stay horizontal. So this is where these come into play, and I hope these are enough. If we've got 2 of these on maximum strength. All right, now let's add thrust. A lot of thrust into this thing. All right, each one of these is only 1 complexity, so I'm literally going to fill it up. We've got that there. Let's just, before we even try to flesh this thing out a little bit more. I mean, it definitely goes. Oh, wait. We need something. We did not put enough. We also need this to stay level in this direction. All right, so now we at least got that. I'm trying to use like seat control. There seems to be some resistance. Wait, did I do this wrong? I did this wrong. These have to be on the opposite axis of rotation, right? Oh, let's put this off center. All right, we need something. Where's my weight blocks? I'm just gonna add weight to this thing in various places and confirm that what is going on is like, okay. Oh yeah, this looks cool. This is like biblically accurate gimbal thruster. All right, it's not perfectly level. There is some stuff happening. All right, let me make sure that my stabilizers are on max. They probably are, but I just have a lot of weight here. So we're gonna add some more. Yeah, they're all on strength 10. And let me add another handful. These fortunately are only a single complexity. So now essentially we would have like a big creation that this attaches to like over here. So this thing would have a lot of weight, but the thrust would stay up. Whoa, what's going on there? We're really pushing it to its limits now. This looks so cool though. This is actually turning out way cooler than I expected. So I think I built it right. It is working as intended. Actually, hold on. I think I was wrong to put these out here. I think these should all be on the inner ring. Let me see how this feels. Because I think that'll naturally make the other rings do what they want, do what they have to do. This inner ring is just oriented on both axes. Yeah, I think this is way more stable. I made a mistake, yeah. I was trying to isolate each individual ring to the axis it can't turn on, but instead you just isolate the middle of the gimbal, and then the rings do what, the rings are just gonna do what they do. Okay, so I want to off-center the weight here. Let's practice, or let's test it out a little bit more. So all of our weight is going to be like towards this corner. So that should get us off axis. Oh yeah, look at that. This is so much better actually. Yep. That's great. Okay, now I want to try to use what complexity I can to make at least a little bit of a dome in the middle. I don't think this is gonna work out very well. I gotta use these parts and I'm so bad at these. Like I'm genuinely really bad at these. All right, I changed the texture so I could see a little bit better because everything was kind of blending. See, now like I can't do this. This does not match. I can't match this to this. There's no way to do that, is there? Nope, I just figured, okay, if there is a way to do that. See, this stuff is so unintuitive for me. I really don't think I have the complexity to do this. Yeah, I'm already at 510 blocks after just doing that. All right, so then how do I like continue it up this way? I guess I can do like that there. No, that doesn't work. Then it's not gonna merge with this over here. How does this possibly merge? I guess this would be, nope, that's not gonna get filled in. There's no piece that does that. I don't think I can do this. I think a dome is a hard shape. I think I could like try my best just to make the center frame of the dome and then do what I can do to fill in the quadrants. All right, so I got this. It's definitely not as like circular. It's a little bit flatter. It's more oval shaped, but that's the best hope I have to not exceed complexity. So now if I was to like go flush against this with our inside corners, we would use this block But as you can see, if I do it on, nope, that's wrong. Hold on, it would be, no, I meant this block. But as you can see, these don't attach to each other. So like it would be out here. Actually, yeah, that technically works, doesn't it? That technically works. Okay. And then this can go like that. Actually, this whole thing can simplify down to this block. All right, we saved some blocks. And then this can simplify down to this. Now where do we go from here? So we would need this 3, no, we would actually need this 2 by whatever to go flush against this. And then also flush against that. Nope, see, now that's not gonna match up. Oh wait, we go here, that's why. Okay, I think I'm figuring it out. Maybe. All right, then we use these ones. Slap them underneath here. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, no way. Is this gonna look good? Could this possibly actually go flush? Starting at the top seems to be doing me a little bit better of a favor here. So then from that one, we gotta go like this. Oh, but then, oh, it doesn't match here. That might be the fault of this. But anyway, if I was to continue this, which is not matching up as well as I would want it to, we would do that. And then fill these in. And yeah, you can totally see the problem now. It's just going down way too soon. And it's because this can't be right. No, it's like, it's technically kind of right, but we would need round, like we need to be able to round it out here. Wait, can we? No. We would need a combination of like one side. This is like a 2 by 2 by 2. We would need like a 2 by 3. Like it had to be different sides, not symmetrical. These are all symmetrical. So that is our big limitation. So I had a really nice start up here, but the issue is these are it's diamond shape. If we're making the dome, using these pieces become diamonds. At least the way that I'm doing it. I don't know if there's a way to, I don't think there's a way to smoothly match them up without having sides that are asymmetrical. So it's not gonna be the most perfect dome, but I tried. Whoa, hold on. I just got this to at least match up with that. So if I do this, what's gonna happen? But then, like, yeah, see, here's the problem right here. What do we do about that? Wait, no, that's not a problem yet. I keep thinking things are gonna be a problem and then it gets accidentally solved. This piece doesn't have a, that's not a piece in existence, but this is way closer. We're getting way better. Okay, so now we at least got this to meet smoothly. And then we just have the problem of this whole section here. Or we fill it in with this. You know what? That might be the best we can do. Now, how do I copy and paste just this? Okay, I hope this works. Oh, I missed something. All right, and paste. Oh, I didn't miss something. Never mind. This is good. This is fine. What? Oh, there's a bunch of pieces that aren't connected. We're at 608. We're getting real close. All right, that one is saved. What else needs to be saved? I got to admit, this turned out to be a way more complex build than I thought, and it's not for any of the reasons that I expected. All right, now it's got that dome shape on it. All right, look, a little cap in there. All right, now let's bring out the original one. Oh, it sticks down a little bit. Okay, hold on. We're just gonna take all of this, copy it down there. Do this. Oh, I'm not gonna have enough. It's over. Is it over? Oh my goodness, 669. There we go. It sticks out a little bit. Where's that? Where's the gimbal? There's the gimbal. Okay, all right. Let's color. Keep it consistent now. We're gonna bring back the original color, original texture. We got that. This bottom layer gets painted black. Oh, it just all came together with that. All right, then what do we got on here? We've got like interesting little details. So like here and here, we can paint black. Actually, I think the top a little bit higher. There we go, that looks good. Then we got like a triangular piece, which I do have. Like over here. There we go. All right, then like the side, like a little bit offset. So like this section, hold on. Yeah, it does overlap. Okay, so like this section down here. For some reason, it just has like a black panel. Ah, it should have been farther away, hold on. It should be this one, because it's not near that triangle. But then it has these like pipe ring things, which I don't think I can really replicate. All right, I think this thing's pretty good, aesthetics wise. I didn't realize these are sticking out. Ah, it's fine. We don't need that. Although it's actually a super easy detail to add, never mind. All I gotta do is just turn those into black squares. There we go, now it's even more accurate. Oh, the bottom, interesting. So I will take most of these, turn them blue, and then there's like an inner circle that's kind of black. There we go. That looks decent. So now out of curiosity, I kind of just want to take another vehicle I have and just attach it. Like a plane or something. Oh, I can't. I don't have enough complexity. I literally can't. I guess all I can really do is just take a, what's the smallest seat? Yeah, I could take a small seat and just stick it in there. At least then we can be in a seat and let this thing go up and down. But like, it doesn't showcase its potential without counterweights, like something attached to like the end of it. But I'm actually I'm out of blocks. Unless I make like invisible weight blocks just to do the thing. Make these things. Oh, the weight blocks can't be invisible. All right, I can just add them anyway. Oh, these can be weight blocks. So I'll just make some of these weight blocks and some of them not, so it'll always get off center. So we have weight blocks there. And I guess I can make this one weight blocks. Let's see what happens with that. See now, but now it's evenly weighted in one axis, but not the other. So we need something to offset it in another direction, which I guess just one of these could be weight blocks. Because it's just so much cooler when you actually see it doing the gimbal thing. There we go. Now some stuff is happening. And let me put a little bit of weight in the inner ring. Just in a random location. Yeah. It's cooler when they just get more offset from each other, in my opinion. All right, I don't know if this is what the idea had in mind, the suggestion had in mind, but this is what I ended up with. It ended up just being a 20x scale replica. Not an exact replica, because the original version doesn't work in a way that is technically possible. Unless I turn some of these parts invisible, but you'd still be able to see them. But this is a gimbal thruster with no gimbal thrusters. This is a near max complexity gimbal thruster. We took a block that has literally one complexity and we turned it into a max complexity scaled up version. And I think it actually looks pretty cool. So if you have any other weird ideas that you'd like to see on the channel, definitely make sure you join the Discord and check out the video ideas, the video suggestions channel there. If you guys enjoyed this video, you'll probably enjoy some more stuff you can find right here on the end screen. Hope this video has earned your subscription. Anyway, this has been ScrapMan, and I'll see you next time. Bye.